Let's go JavaScripting! Hi everybody and welcome to another exciting edition of Boring JavaScript. I'm your host, the Virtuoid, aka Mike Smith, and today we're going to be talking about the String.replaceAll method. Now, a long time ago, galaxy far, far away, if you were searching within a string for a certain occurrence of characters to be able to replace those characters with something else, the replace method gave you what you needed, except that it only did it for the first search. So if that searched occurrence occurs a bunch of places within the string, it only replaced the first occurrence. To be able to get around that, you would have to use a global flag within a regular expression. And a lot of us, like me, who don't know regular expressions very well, kind of got tired of that. So they gave us the replace all method, which takes a string, searches a search string, and if it finds the occurrence of that string, it will replace it with another string in every single place within the searched string. You want to see how it works? Let's get started. So let's take a look at String.replaceAll. Here it is, real easy to use. First of all, replace all is a method on a string, so the first thing we're going to need is some sort of string. So I took some text here from Hamlet's famous to be or not to be speech from Act 3, Scene 1 in the play Hamlet. Replace all takes two arguments. The first argument is the string to search for in the target text. So I'm going to be searching for the word and inside text. The second argument is the string to replace the search string when it is found within this target text. So now I'm telling JavaScript to say, hey, find an and when you do find an and, replace it with the word therefore. So all of the word ands within text should be replaced with therefore. So I have an and here, an and here, an and here, and an and here. All right. Let's see if it works. Let's go over to Node and type in node string. And there's our text. And yes, indeed, it replaced the word and with therefore. Did it here too. Replace that one. Did it here too. So that means it is doing all of them instead of just a single one like I mentioned replace does. But notice it didn't do that one. And why is that? Well, the reason is that replace all, and this goes with replace too, is case sensitive. So let's flip back over to our code. And notice that I am looking for a capital A, lowercase n, and d, which means great, it will match that one, and it'll match that one, and it'll match that one, but it's not going to match that one. And that is because replace all, or replace, just like I said before, is case sensitive. If it doesn't match exactly, it isn't going to do it. So how do you do case insensitivity within replace all? Well, you do that by using regular expressions. We'll cover that next. So now that we need to replace strings that, is formatted in one way or formatted another way, how can we do that? Well, regular expressions allows us to do that very easily. So I'm going to show you a very simple regular expression that will be able to search for both the capitalized word and the full lowercase word and. Let's take a quick look at that. Well, here is my regular expression. And there's two very important things here. First of all, you have the regular expression itself, which in this case I'm saying, start looking for a capital A or a small or lowercase a, then look for an N and a D after that, both of them in lowercase. And that should find me any word that is the word and, but with either the capital letter A at the very beginning or the lowercase a at the very beginning. But what's very important here is you have to have within the red X let me see if I can highlight that correctly. There it is the G flag. And the G flag within a red X says globally. And that's a requirement within the replace all. In fact, you'll also have that within the replace. That's how you use the replace with the regular expression, is to be able to have the /G there. And so this is going to allow me to say, hey, look for any capital A's or lower A's and an N and a D, and then replace that globally. So that should find this, and make the replacement. Want to see how it works? Sure. Let's flip over to Node, and let's type in node regex. And here's our first replacement. That worked. Here's our second replacement. That worked. Here's our third replacement. That worked. Here's our fourth one. Yep, that worked too. All of that worked great. In fact, there's another way you could have done that too. Let me just kind of show you here. Let's go back over to the code here. I really didn't have to say the A and the A here. I could have just said the word and not only have the G flag there, I could have also put the I flag. And the I flag is a special regex flag here that says, hey, this is going to be case insensitive. So, match anything that has any case insensitivity or any casing within the A, the N, or the D. So if I save that and I flip back over to Node, let's clear the screen off here and go back to Node regex. And as you can tell, it worked perfectly. And so that's how you can use a regular expression to be able to make replacements. Now, there is one other problem with this. Let's take a look back at our node. I shouldn't have flipped over. Let's take a look at node here. Notice, let's just take a look at this at the very beginning here. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, therefore thus the native hue of resolution. Notice the word therefore here is all in lowercase, and that's perfectly correct. That's what we told it to do, because if you go back here, we told it to replace with all lowercase therefore. But this word and is capital cased, as is this one and as is this one. So we've replaced it with the word therefore, but it really would be nice if we also had that to be able to output with the capital K, with capitalization on the word therefore, if that is required. Well, you can do that by passing a function as the second argument. We'll do that next. So our problem here is that our replacement word needs to also be capitalized if the original search word was capitalized. Because remember, we're doing case insensitivity here, so sometimes the word and could be capitalized and sometimes the word and could not be. And we can do that by passing a function as the second argument. Let's take a look at that. Here is the code right here. The only thing different from what it was before is that now I'm passing a function, and this function is going to be, or JavaScript expects this function to return some sort of string. Once it returns that string, it will then do the physical replacement within the text. And all I'm doing here within my return case with string is capitalize the string. Now, something very important here are the arguments that are passed to this function. At the very least, there are 3 arguments. The first argument is the match within the string that was occurred. In this case, it will be either the word and capitalized or and all lowercase. The offset within the text that the word appears. So in this particular case, I don't know what it might be. The first and might be, I don't know, somebody take a guess, 30 something or something like that. I don't know. But whatever character offset within the string that was found in. And the final one is the entire string itself that was being searched. Now, the reason I said there was at least 3 methods here is that if you're passing a regular expression as your first argument and it happens to have groupings within it, you're going to have in between match and offset a single argument for each one of those groupings. So if you had one grouping within regular expression, you'll have match, comma, the first grouping, comma, offset, comma, string. If you had 10 groupings within your regular expression, you'll have match, comma, group 1, comma, group 2, comma, group 3, blah, 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 comma, group 10, comma, offset, comma, string. So it's one of the things here is that you need to make sure that you are capturing the correct arguments. Now in my case, I don't have any kind of grouping within my regular expression. I'm not going to explain what that is right now. Don't worry about that. So all I care about is the match, the offset, and the string, because that's all I'm going to be getting back. So therefore, and it's real simple what I'm doing here is just I'm taking a look at the match. If the first character of match, which I can access each individual character within a string inside JavaScript by just doing a little index here. If the match of the first character, if I uppercase it, and if it happens to equal that original character, then I know this is a this is a capitalized character. And so this whole string right here does absolutely nothing except uppercases the first character and then slices off everything else after the first character, and that gives me my capitalized character. So let's go through the code here very quick. Here's my search text. I'm just using another regex here with the G. Again, I could have used the I there, instead of having the A and A within brackets. Here's my replacement text, therefore, and my goal here is that therefore should be capitalized here, capitalized there, but not capitalized at the moment there. So you want to see how it works? Here we go. Let's go over to Node. Let's type in node function, and voila. Notice, therefore that therefore has been capitalized now. And I'll go to my monitor over here. If you notice there, you can see both the code and the output here. Notice that in the second line of the code, it had the word and, which was capitalized. And now in the output, therefore has also been capitalized. Same thing on line 4. The therefore has been capitalized, as was the and inside my text. And on line 6 there, therefore has been capitalized, as was the and on on the original text here. And then notice on our fourth line here, which is line number 5 in my code, it's just right above the output for the, it's right above the black square there. Here is therefore not capitalized, and it's not capitalized because the word and that it found in that fourth line also was not capitalized. So that's how you can use a function as the second argument to replace all to be able to manipulate that final return string that gets replaced within the search string. And that's all there is to using the String.replaceAll method. I hope you enjoyed our video. Hope it didn't bore you to death. Please view all of our videos at www.boringjavascript.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or check out everything we have at www.thevirtualoid.com. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you later.